end trucks from 35% to 10%, and reduction of import levy on cars from 30% to 5%. This development, according to experts, is to redirect traffic of these vehicles from other ports in West Africa to Nigeria. The need for government at all levels to strengthen the security apparatus as a tool for agricultural development in the country has been stressed. This was a submission of respondents who spoke with our reporter Yusuf Ganiu on the effect of insecurity on agricultural development in Nigeria. His reports.
The development of agricultural sector in Nigeria is the most efficient means of improving the nation's socio-economic growth. But the wave of insecurity such as communal clashes, militancy, farmers' herdsmen, conflict and the Boko Haram insurgency in some parts of the country has further threatened the development of agricultural sector.
It's very unfortunate because all these herdsmen, their elders, they will stay somewhere and send some youth, small people around to be taking all this cow around. A lot of them, they destroy all the crops. And we have to use money to plow, to do all these things before now. At the end of the day, we find out that we still continue encouraging our people because a lot of them doesn't want to do farming again.
Professor Sheridan Teller, who is an economist, said fear of insecurity has affected the farming practices in the country.
The issue of security has become a very, very important issue in Nigeria. And when it comes to the issue of agriculture, it has to do with life and death, particularly when we know that agriculture feeds the people. That is, the output of agriculture feeds the people and also feed industry. And when you now have issue that people can no longer feel safe to go to the farm, it creates serious problem in terms of food security and in terms of industrial input.
Other respondents also noted that the insecurity is part of the social unrest caused by unemployment and poverty.
It is a known fact that the North today in Nigeria is the main producer of most agricultural produce, particularly the one we consume on daily basis, like pepper, onions, and all this stuff, even grains, and is surely being affected by the insecurity.
It was emphasized that government must rise to its responsibilities by ensuring that there is adequate security of lives and property.
They must know a way to generate information to maintain security while they are harnessing our unity, and the state government to wake up to their responsibility. Then it will pick up and there will be full surplus in the nation.
There is need for all stakeholders to chart a way forward and provide solution to the problem affecting the agricultural sector. Yusuf Ganiyu, Ogtv News.
The Iyalode of Yoruba land, Chief Mrs. Alaba Lawson, has again been described as an icon of outstanding leadership quality, sent by our curator to liberate and raise many people of our generation in various sectors of the economy, particularly in commerce and industry. This was a submission of some market men and women at the celebration of their leader, who clocked 70 on earth. Peter Falomo reports.
The convergence of marketmen and women from the 4 blocks of Ogun State, namely Ijebu, Yewa, Remo and Egba axis, was first to appreciate God for the grace of seeing a new year, and secondly to felicitate with their leader, the Iyalode of Yoruba land, Chief Mrs. Alaba Lawson, who is celebrating God's faithfulness at 70. While appraising year 2020, the Iyalode said the outgone season was indeed very turbulent in the area of business transactions, owing to dreaded COVID-19 pandemic, charging them to continue to observe all important protocols against the virus while going about their businesses.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ká máa fọwọ́ wa déédéé ká dẹ̀ máa rí wípé ẹ ò wúkọ́ sí ara yín. Olúwa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ o.
Àmín Jésù.
Ó ti ń lọ́lẹ̀ àwa ti lé jìnnà bí kò ní rí wa mú.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Torí náà yín màmá ẹ jọ̀ọ́ COVID is real o.
Some of those in attendance described the newcomer into the club of septuagenarians as very outstanding and as a gift to her generation from God.
It's a great pleasure for in Egba land to have somebody of that caliber to be Iyalode of Yoruba land. And she's playing that role very well, carrying women along with her. She has a very large followership. That means she's good to everybody.
A responsible, reliable, and very articulate Iyalode of Yoruba land is Alabalose. She has been a woman, a charismatic woman who carried women all along from all areas of Ogun State and the entire Nigeria as a whole.
In the area of our support towards boosting commerce and industry in the Gateway State, the people said it is unquantifiable.
He has done a lot to Ijebu, Waterside, Yewa, Awori, Egba. He's a woman. Ó jẹ́ ẹni tí Olúwa rán. Oore tó ṣe fáwa obìnrin ọlọ́jà kò ṣe fẹnu sọ, Ọlọ́run ló lè dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Cultural troops and the music band added color to the celebration. Peter Falomo, Ogtv News.
Happy birthday to Iyalode Alabalose. Paternity fraud, also known as paternity dispute, occurs when a man is incorrectly identified to be the biological father of a child. According to some Nigerians who spoke with our reporter Kolawole Osho, paternity fraud is a violation of child's rights, as such child will be subjected to mental and emotional injury, while devastating effect to society in most cases cannot be overemphasized. Details of his report are presented in this package.
Paternity fraud, otherwise known as paternity dispute, happened when a mother misidentifies a man as the biological and legitimate father of a child.
Causes are when there is promiscuity on the part of either of the partners, especially the female. Sometimes it might be due to some economic problems. Maybe you think that this man cannot, provide the responsibility, cannot carry the responsibility of a child. So you want to give it to another person.
Why can't you give the baby? Why can't you give the child to the father? And if you want to disengage, develop the child and let that child have a solid foundation.
According to the Child Rights Act of Nigeria, Section 14 of the Act stipulates that every child has right to parental care and protection. No child shall be separated from his parents against the wish of the child. A legal practitioner, Moshood Nasiru, declared that paternity fraud violates the rights of a child.
So under African Charter, every child has a right to parents, to paternity, to bear his father's name, and to be respected as such. It is the only time that it can be a crime as provided for in the child rights law of the states of the federation is that when the child is being denied, are you getting me now, is being abused in relation to that paternity.
The respondents said, according to the custom and tradition of Yoruba land, the society stands to bear brunt of such paternity disputes.
In the society, many of people who are vagabond today are giving back to through this. Wọ́n ní tílé kan bá tòrò, ọmọ àlè ibẹ̀ ni ò tí ì dàgbà. And if such a thing happens, it destroys the home that has been built over the years. And in that situation, it endangers the society.
It has great effects. First of all, the family is said to be a unit of a society. When a family institution is not well structured is in the sense that each parents have a vital role to play while bringing up the child. If the family institution is not well structured, of course, that family institution, which is a unit of society, will start crumbling, and the general effect will be for the society at large.
They pointed out that the only solution to the problem is for all women to remain faithful and be truthful to their spouses.
From Abuja, a federal high court sitting in Abuja has dismissed the alleged certificate forgery suit filed against the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki. Justice Ahmed Mohammed dismissed the suit filed by the All Progressives Congress APC and a chieftain of the party, Williams Edobo, against the governor in a judgment delivered on Saturday in the nation's capital. The APC and Edobo had filed a suit alleging that Governor Obaseki presented a forged certificate to seek re-election in Edo State governorship election held on September 19, 2020. According to the plaintiffs, the said document was purportedly issued by the University of Ibadan, while the governor presented same to Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, which conducted the poll. In his judgment, Justice Mohammed held that the plaintiffs relied on the photocopied document presented by Governor Obaseki without getting in touch with the university to verify the authenticity of the said certificate. Global human rights organization Amnesty International has condemned the arrest of the convener of the Revolution Now movement, Omoyele Sowore, and 4 others. In a series of tweets on Saturday, it called for the immediate release of the activists and demanded that the charges against them be dropped. The group said Sowore and others were unlawfully arrested on Friday last week for peacefully exercising the right to freedom of assembly and expression. It accused the government of using delay tactics to frustrate the bail applications of the activists who have spent 8 days in detention. According to Amnesty, the detention is arbitrary and has shown a continued pattern of repression by the authorities. The Nigeria Immigration Service has made its position known on the ongoing registration of Nigerians on the National Identity Number, saying that obtaining the number is compulsory for issuance of enhanced e-passports. The Controller General of the service, who announced this, said NIN, which is generated by the National Identity Management Commission, must be provided by all applicants for international passports. He explained that providing the NIN by all applicants for enhanced e-passports would enable successful integration for their NIN and passport data. A statement signed by the Service Public Relations Officer, Mr. Sunday James, on behalf of the Controller General, further clarified that the strike embarked upon by NIMSA workers had nothing to do with the service. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has denied the report making the rounds that its embassy in France involved in passport racketeering. In a press statement, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson, Ferdinand Nwoye, said there was no iota of truth in the report. In line with the current regulations in the embassy, Nwoye said Nigerians are expected to book their appointments through this medium and only those with confirmed appointments are attended to. He further warned Nigerians to avoid dealing with anyone outside the embassy or engage in any unofficial procedure when applying for a passport or any other consular service, as the embassy has not engaged any agent or third-party individuals to liaise with Nigerians when seeking appointments for its services. He also stressed that no hidden charges is required for services rendered at the embassy. The Nigeria Air Force on Saturday attacked bandit hideouts and killed scores in Birnin-Gwari local government area of Kaduna State. The State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Mr. Samuel Aruwan, confirmed this. The commissioner also said that some bandits attacked some farmers of a community along the Kaduna-Abuja highways in Chukum local government area of the state. Aruwan said the information was based on operational feedback from the military. The World Health Organization says no fewer than 42 countries already rolling out the various COVID-19 vaccines which have been cleared for use. 36 are in high-income nations. WHO's Director General, Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, made this known during the COVID-19 news conference at WHO headquarters in Geneva. In a series of tweets posted on the UN Health Agency Twitter account, Ghebreyesus emphasized equitable distribution of the vaccines. According to the WHO boss, 2 billion doses of safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines have been secured by the International Equitable Vaccines Alliance COVAX, which will be ready for distribution as soon as delivered. Now foreign news. The Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh have received COVID-19 vaccinations, Buckingham Palace had said. A royal source said the vaccinations were administered on Saturday by a household doctor at Windsor Castle. The source added the Queen decided to let it be known she had the vaccination to prevent further speculation. The Queen, 94, and Prince Philip, 99, are among around 1.5 million people in UK to have had at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. So far, people aged over 80 in the UK are among the high priority groups who are being given the vaccine first. A Boeing 737 passenger plane carrying 62 people is believed to have crashed into the sea shortly after takeoff from Indonesia's capital Jakarta. The Sriwijaya airplane lost contact 4 minutes into its journey to Pontianak in West Kalimantan province. Witnesses said they had seen and heard at least one explosion. Fisherman Solihin, who goes by one name, told reporters that he witnessed a crash and his captain decided to return to land. The plane fell like lightning into the sea and exploded in the water, he said. The Transport Ministry said search and rescue efforts were underway. Now sports news. Nigeria international Moses Simon has been nominated from Nantes League One clash against Montpellier as a result of injury. Simon sprained his ankle during training season with Nantes. The 25-year-old will now miss the away fixture as a result of the setback. Moses has scored 2 goals in 15 league appearances for Nantes this season. Nantes currently occupies 17th position on the League One table with 16 points from 18 matches. We now serve your weather forecast for Sunday. And as we go on the nails, do not wait until the conditions are perfect to begin. Beginning makes the conditions perfect. And you can now watch us live on these platforms: Apple, Roku, Windows, BlackBerry, Facebook, and Android devices. You can also watch live on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. And that was our comprehensive news. Thanks so much for watching. Do have a lovely night. It's bye for now.